Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. How are you? Let's take the final quanta. Let's do it. We're all ready for the full breakthrough out of the matrix, out of the illusion, false projection. And we're here to ignite our diamond sun body, the grids, new earth right now, the crystalline caverns, the new consciousness, fully anchored through us. Here we go. Exactly. Let's do this. So let's try to have a party here. Energies, again, still pressure cooker energy, so to say. And all we can really do is surrender to the waves, to surrender to the madness, to surrender to this crazy journey. And remember, it's a movie, a projection of our deepest held beliefs and expectations. And we hold the keys for our realities, for the collective realities, as the forerunners, as the magic Grail queens and kings, as the cosmic dragons, which is very much connected to the fae and the elves and the seed, the sheet. I can never really pronounce that correctly. But other magical beings very much also connected to Ireland and especially Wales and Scotland. And it's basically very much connected also to St. Bridget's Day and the comet at the moment passing through. So we're trying to really tap into these energies right now. Not just trying, we are. And again, I'm very much into seeing everything symbolically, 222. So I hope you're feeling good. How are you doing, everyone? Pamela, David, Bea, Unity, Renee. Thank you all so much for turning up and all your support in all ways. 222, Natalie, hi. So everything basically is happening right now for the people who saw my post earlier. I do recommend checking out my posts as well, because they are everything I say, speak, write about. It's really an activation within itself. And we all do this. Again, when I speak of me, it's, what I can do, you can do too, and even more, so to say. You can do better. As the Christ, Joshua also said, we are here to be the miracle, to make those miracles happen, and to believe in our gifts and abilities, because this is our wealth. The same as in our Kitty agrees. Ebony. No, it's not the time. Anyway, so basically, it already comes back to, and me speaking a lot about the heart, opening up our hearts, because this is really the one active thing we can do in order to bring this all about. So what does that mean? Like opening up to love. It's really taking down all the barriers, all the walls that we put around our heart in order to protect ourselves for very good reason. Because we've all been through a lot, but we needed to learn discernment in order to find who's our real soul tribe, who are our real, the people in frequency resonance with us, with our true beliefs. And first of all, then we need to find out who we are, know thyself. And to know thyself is all really the key to discovering your true self, which is going to ignite your morphogenetic field, your divine blueprint. And that's part of a puzzle piece of the great whole. And that great whole is you are doing your job, your mission, your purpose is just being a true, authentic self. That's the mission. Mainly 222 on the 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. The countdown is here, and now we're breaking fully through any remaining limiting belief systems, thought forms, beliefs, aka programs, and that's what our realities are based upon. It's all the inverted thought forms. They're not real. They're limited. Fear is false evidence appearing real most of the time. Again, knowing when we are in danger is different. Trusting your intuition when something isn't good for you is different. But the thing is, until we are fully healed, all of our wounds and traumas, they will be re-triggered until we've healed them. And we keep recreating the same over and over again because we keep deep down expecting the same over and over again. And that's not going to happen anymore. Because this is the end of all the cycles. This is the end and the quantum completion, of all our missions. And the main mission is the Emerald Order. And this is also the Law of One, which we are returning through the Holy Trinity, which is us really, coming to divine union within, divine masculine, feminine. Sorry, Kitty, you want to come up here? So just give me a second. I need to do something for Kitty. Come up here, John. Come here. I put this all on. Here you go. Kitties, move around. She's found a new spot and I put stuff on there, so I just moved this away. Anyway, so basically, it's about us being our true authentic self. I missed something there, obviously. I got distracted. Thank you, Kitty. But, even when we lose our trail of thought, what's the expression? It's still all perfect as it is, and especially now as all the data is being deleted. So it's like the false Akash, the past memories, which are also future memories, because time ultimately doesn't exist, especially the masculines. 144, please get this, is about they carry the time codes, and we need to fully transcend time. As you know me, Kitty agrees. Sorry, Kitty, I'm not letting you out now. Not now. Because then I need to have doors open anyway. So basically, we now would like to know where I just left off. Data deletion. So the past is deleting. So you lose your trail of thought a lot because you're supposed to be just in a now moment. You're fully present now because we're transcending time altogether in order to collapse the whole time matrix. So not this year, not this month, not this week, not this tomorrow, not anything. It's just now. Now. And I will keep going on about it until this is fully anchored and activated in the field, which is now. The true organic creatrix field exists in no time whatsoever. Full 360 degrees, multidimensional access in no time. Quantum. I'm about the quantum. That's the way out of the time matrix. The faults, overlays, dissolve right now. Squish, 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 squish. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more. The cat is going crazy now because obviously the energies are picking up. So anyway, we're just going to keep rolling and see whatever comes in. I have notes, and then we also do the activation. But whatever we talk about now, whatever comes in, which is an activation within itself, is part of the activation we do later. And it's all about forgiveness. When we forgive ourselves, we forgive others. The ones we judge ourselves. These are aspects of us that we judge. And it's not easy, of course not. The solution is coming to discernment where you can see yourself in every other. So you are basically, whether it's an old part of you or just, let's say the unconscious out there. It's like the parts of you that are still not fully conscious. If you can keep coming back to that. And again, nobody said it was easy because all of this is hitting home because this is about life. Everything is this. Everything. Your reality is projected out. So never mind where we are. We can't escape whatever we need to face. Because even if we change jobs, places where we live, relationships, whatever it may be, unless we have healed the inner trauma, wounds, pains, again, we keep recreating the same realities just with different actors in different costumes. But it's the same soul themes because we all have soul themes. And right now, quantum healing is possible where we understand where we are all ascending together. Nobody's left behind because there's only one of us here. Nobody can be left behind. Again, that is our perspective from a fragmented, polarized viewpoint. So as we fully let go of any judgment, which is separation, which is also opinions, which is really what we're suffering from. Now something in my eye. Which is really where you just train yourself to see others, as parts of yourself. And when we just accept, especially right now, whatever is as it is, in order to release everybody, forgiveness, as we stop judging and just like, oh, okay, because some of us are in situations, like there's a lot coming up right now, obviously, because what we're doing is we're going right back to the start, okay? So as I talked about before, as we are fully home, fully unified within a Holy Trinity, fully come to divine union within, the invaders cannot get in anymore. And ultimately they disappear, because as we do this as a cosmic monad, it's how it all started, you see, through the fragmentation, through us turning on each other, projecting our unacknowledged shadow aspects onto one another, projecting demons, ultimately, instead of just seeing, okay, they're just, whatever, in separation or whatever, they're just having a hard time. They're like, because ultimately another one's behavior is nothing about us. It's about what they're going through. But if we take it personally, then there's something for us to heal. So that's where we are right now, where the final, fine-tuning is happening of our embodiment, which is bringing everything online, New Earth, is happening, where it's like, okay, can you be disturbed by other people's behaviors? Can you be disturbed by other people's attacks? Can you take it, are you still taking it personally? Because what I'm seeing is we're getting rid of the last 10% of the false ego self collectively. Again, we are holding this. If you can see everything projected out, if you want to call some of this NPCs or holographic overlays, and not a lot of this is really real, then it's just, some falsity projected out. As we are standing in our true self, all the falsities are falling away, because we are holding the divine blueprint. So everything you're projecting out in your reality is part of you, one way or another. It's consciousness projected out, thought forms, belief systems, expectations. So we can only shift our realities as we totally shift the way we look at things, the quantum observer effect. So as we shift from judgment to discernment, which has a totally different charge, where we can say, okay, I wouldn't do this, but I'm not judging it anymore. Whilst it's a very, there's a lot of fine-tuning happening, where it's also, some of us, again, are placed in situations where, for example, if you want to enforce boundaries with the people you live in, and they are nowhere close to having boundaries and knowing their true self, it's literally impossible. So what do? You need to accept it for the time being. So a lot of us are being pushed right now, where we're like, I don't want to put up with this, what is not in alignment with my true self, what I'm embodying now. You keep putting up your boundaries, you keep, reinforcing what you need, speaking it clearly into the field without any manipulation, without any kind of, deceit, lies or whatever, to try to get to what you need in order to be supported by your environment, because no one is an island here. And they're still not being met, because we're not being listened to by the ones who are not at the same frequency yet. As we can release the judgment to those that are not getting us and are not getting it, because we are not getting that they are the unconscious parts of us, we release them from the judgment, because the judgment and the resistance to what they're doing is what's keeping it in the field. It's the same with any of the Cabal, Illuminati, as we're still judging our resistance, are kind of fighting that whole thing, whatever it may be. We're keeping it alive, we're feeding it. So the only solution is neutrality, which is the 0 point field, which is the still point, where you're like, you feel whatever you need to feel in every now moment, because you need to purge it. Like today, I found very dense energies. I was speaking to a friend, very dense energies. Just like, but I was saying, in order to get, and he understood, actually, in order to get to the happiness, we need to move through the happiness. And heaviness and happiness is actually, sounds almost the same. But literally, like, in order to get to the true happiness, we need to purge all that is not. And now what's left is all these limiting belief systems that keep running on autopilot, which are negative thought forms and beliefs that keep recreating what we've always seen. So we're just fully deleting this. It's all just coming up and out really for the last purge, because we're done here, 2233. So it is it. So it is. For so it was written by us, 333. And so it is totally done. Can you feel it? Can you feel the final breakthrough? It's all here. It's all done. But, we keep making it happen as we speak about it. I was thinking earlier, so if I wouldn't do this now, would it still be happening? And it's like quantum. It's like as you're doing it, you're making it happen. It's all these little things we do as we follow our guidance. But only then can you fulfill divine will embodied. If we're just sitting back and think everything is happening for us, things move very slowly. But again, we also need to wait. Again, it's a co-creation. So a lot of us, depending on how far you are ahead in a way, consciously, you need to do a lot of waiting, a lot of space holding, and a lot of, all of that. But these are, again, parts of us that are not fully awakened because we are one. So there's nobody to blame. So we're just fully transcending now any remaining 10% of the false ego self, including the spiritual ego, which thinks it is superior to others, whoever that may be, because we're all one with all life, everything. Everything is this, all of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift off. As we let go of the baggage, the density, which is karmic residue, which is like, you did this to me and I do this to you, and we go on like this forever. So look out for anything also in regards to information out there of what you're ingesting and constantly programming yourself with, if it's based in victimizer consciousness, polarity consciousness, which the old realities, false matrix was based upon, which would be, us versus them, good versus bad, evil versus, the light. Because we're literally fully merging as one. You need to keep bringing it back to the heart and to unity and oneness, where you remember you have been co-creating this all as one. We are one. There's only one of us here. Whilst some of those individual consciousnesses going fully back to source for re-encryption, because their individual bodies, have been too digressed, as the consciousness is too digressed. But it's resembling as if you're one collective cosmic body, and parts of your, the cells that are kind of dead and need to be rejected. It's like your autoimmune system, the cosmic one, is switching on and rejecting that which is no longer in resonance, which is like separating the wheat from the chaff, in another way to look at it. So we can look at it from many different perspectives, but that's what needs to happen. The same with ourselves, as we let go of all those parts of us that no longer serve us, who are not our true self. And it really happens through us. All you need to do is relax and keep listening to your guidance. Then it becomes more easy. Well, whilst it hasn't been easy, because we've been interfered with a lot. You need to fully embrace and see the fuckery that's out there for what it is. That's the only way you can discern false light from true light. If you keep turning a blind eye and think, yeah, it's all great and we're all one and it's all perfect. Yes, that's true. That's the highest truth. But you also need to integrate how to discern true light from false light. And one of that things is other keeps, feeding victimizer consciousness. Somebody's being saved or rescued, that you are not God's source consciousness embodied here to make it happen. And again, even AI can copy what I'm saying in a way. You know what I mean? They can run these scripts through a CGI or whatever way that may come about. I'm telling you. Like, the true reality is more crazy than any science fiction movie you've ever seen times 100 or more. When I like what I'm experiencing, on inner levels of what's really going on and higher dimensional levels, this shit is crazy. And you think like, you check your sanity regularly because it's insane, quite frankly. So, but you need to understand that's the thing, the whole programming, the same as in psychology, tells us that what we're talking about is crazy stuff. where it's more true than all the crazy stuff out there. That's the joke. It's all inverted. So we stick to our truth lightly. We don't need to fight anything, but we also need to really know, believe in ourselves, our truth, our wisdom, that is arising from within. That's very much going against all the programming and information that has been out there so far. But as we are fully activating and believing in ourselves, in the wisdom and knowledge that's now arising, the true history records, the true memories, they will also be projected out, and you would see more and more truth everywhere arising. Because again, it's first ignited within and then out. So in our true memories and wisdom unlocking is igniting our new Eden. So that's your job, that's your purpose, that's your worth, that's your abundance. That's us igniting abundance. And right now in the activation will be very much about abundance. Because that's also like the so today still is, especially in Ireland, St. Bridget's Day. And for me, it's been, again, very symbolic also with the green comet that's passing, with the Emerald Order, which is really about the oneness, the law of one fully returning. And St. Bridget, which is also interlinked or interchangeable with the goddess Bridget, is really part also of the whole symbology or representation of the triple goddess. And this is all about, like, I can feel very strongly the triple goddess and God, or triple solar, feminine and masculine, are fully rising as one, because it's all about the Trinity. They are one. It's like the Holy Sophia, the Holy Mother, fully rebirthing herself in all of creation as one. We are all one. As the masculine can fully see, he's not separate from her. And vice versa, because there's been a lot of, kind of gender wars been clearing, and any kind of, negative energies we have towards the opposite gender might have come up. And again, we've been integrating those energies in a balanced way within us, which is the Holy Union, Divine Union, Hierogamic Union, which brings you to the Holy Trinity, which is you or us as one, rebirthing ourselves as the Divine Christ child, as the new Christ Saphira or Christos Sophia, or also connected to the androgynous Albion Lightbody, which again, you're in a masculine or feminine body, but you're balancing both energies within the Holy Trinity, and it's you really birthing your God self. As again, and then you're the Trinity, the triple, is as in the goddess way, is the maiden, the mother, and the crone. So you're the innocent child, you are the virgin, and then you're the mother, who's, the mother of all, and then you're the crone, which is the wise one, and then the same is for the masculine. So us embodying all these, aspects, again, also within a twin flame or in divine counterpart relationships, you are kind of the brother, the mother, the child, and the sister, and, lover, and the partner of your divine counterpart. You're all of these things. And there's no more division, because we're also, again, masculine, feminine, and divine child. So you're all of these. You are the mother and the father. You need to reparent yourself. You need to reparent your partner. You need to reparent the people around you. Because you are the new divine, masculine, feminine archetypes. And obviously it starts and keeps coming back to us. And divine love is the key. Your heart is the key to igniting all of this. So us letting down all the barriers which have prevented us from truly accessing and remembering ourselves as true divine love embodied, which is all kinds of love, omni love, which is tough love, soft love, gentle love, and within the neutrality of source love, that embraces all, and where everything just is. And that's where you access the still point, where, there's like, good, bad, in the sense of like, my discernment tells me this is a better choice, but that may also change from moment to moment, because that's multidimensional integration, and every body, every situation, every moment is different. And only your multidimensional, fully integrated self can fully access the highest truth in any now moment, fully connected at one with source, which is divine union, which is ascension, which everybody and everything that's triggering you is helping you to integrate those aspects you're still at odds with. Because unifying with source is unifying with all of life everywhere, which is everyone, everything, all of life. Nothing and no one, not even AI, is excluded from that in a sense. It's just a projection of consciousness. So you need to take this less literal. And remember, you're the avatar now. Avatar in the game. Driving that car. Remember the games, for those who play games? Or I remember I did the driving games for a very short time. I don't have patience for video games. Anyway, but the new realities will be like playing those video games, just much more cool because it's real and it's much more organic than any of the artificialness we can access right now. That's what I'm seeing. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest, but it's us fully reclaiming the breakthrough because it's also energetically here and we can feel it. Again, it's both ends. And we do also keep claiming it, and they are keep being breakthroughs, and they keep being, resets and rebirths and deaths. But I really hope, believe, trust, know, because we're entering the full knowing, is the knowing that everything is about to change forever because we're going to make it happen. It's a whole, there's no more doubt. There's no more, the interferences are fully lifting, which is lower coding in your DNA, which is like fear-based thought forms and beliefs, because that's what's preventing ultimately at the highest level your DNA from fully activating is fear energy in your field, which has been held at cellular level as these past memories of traumas and wounds, which have been fully cleared now. Sushakara eka aina aya asku usha aina nasuku aya kesanata. Fully cleared, fully dissolved, and like past memories, they're just drifting off, fully evaporized. And that's when we can create all new and no longer the old over and over and over again. Okay, because it's all quantum completing now. We're all returning home back to the mother. Again, I see the divine organic creatrix field as a reality where people will be on their, whatever you resonate most with, what you will feel most at home with as a new Lemuria or, kind of a new Tara or, Gaia. But again, it's all within one multidimensional field when we are no longer experiencing separation between the dimensional layers and levels of consciousness, because it's truly all one God source consciousness. Because again, we're looking at this from a separate viewpoint and we're totally transcending everything and anything that has been before. Really. That's what I'm seeing. So as we're claiming all this, what's ours in its abundance right now in a big, big way, we're also totally letting go of any attachments, to a specific outcome, but it's just it's both, you're making it happen as per guidance, totally tuned in to your higher self and source and one with everything. And that's when when you have a belief system running fully, not pretending, that you always cared and supported, you will always. And especially again now with everything that has been preventing us from fully accessing our true full abundance and unlimited, so to say, resources, and New Earth now has been fully cleared and dissolved, and it's just evaporizing now. And we're just letting go of the remainder, kind of like an after dust memory of the past. So embrace the memory, leaving you, because we're creating on you, where you're constantly just in a now moment. That's also, it's really important to not attach, because it's all, we're moving into full impermanence. You're not hanging on to any kind of creation or people, things, so forth, because you remember everything is a projection out. We're constantly, because we're in separation, we think we need to chase something outside of us in order to get the abundance we need. Like the false Ascension timelines that are being propagated, as I see them, of like abundance packages coming along and med beds and, ETs coming to rescue us. This is for me feeding a false timeline, because again, it's something outside of us rescuing us. And it's not us being the creators. Us remembering we are the galactics, we are the ascended masters, we're here to come and make it happen. You need to claim your heroic destiny. You need to remember, you are here to make it happen. We are here to be the guardians for the earth. That's bigger than us. It's bigger than our little ego wanting a home, wanting to go on holiday, travel around, have a nice partnership. Bigger than us. This is the whole one consciousness rebirthing itself, and we are here to make it happen. And the mad bats, again, it's already happening at higher dimensional layer levels. It's already happening from the inside out. Everything is happening from the inside out. I've been in crystalline chambers as we are in dream time, or, consciously are accessing this. And again, I do this every day within my own healing work. We are as we are fully switching on our divine blueprint, by being our true authentic self, you can heal yourself fully. Even if you would have been, lost a limb, you can regrow it as we're fully switching that on. Because again, if it's a mad bat, something outside of you doing it, again, the consciousness hasn't shifted. But again, as we're doing this, as we're healing our consciousness, we heal our DNA, and this is going out as we are the cosmic monad to all that are connected to us, which is all, okay, ultimately, because all is one. In all that is false, artificial, inorganic, the mirage, that's what's fully dissolving. And again, it's happened and has been happening, is happening in many different layers. But we really need to speak now in fully now, present tense. So the Bridget's Day, it's all about, also she's the goddess of fertility, abundance, healing, wisdom, poetry, protection, also blacksmith and domestic animals. So it's really, for me, again, it's about the triple goddess, and it's really one with the triple masculine. They're both fully rising as one. Again, as the Holy Sophia, the Holy Mother fell, we all fell. As she rises, all rise. And so it is done. Because we're all healing as one. We are all one. We're all ascending as one. Nobody left behind. That's the whole Emerald Order promise. And the Paladorian Covenant is about bringing all souls home. And it's ultimately back to our hearts, back to our own, where we are fully safe at home within our own body. That's our projector of the realities. So ultimately nowhere to go to. We're projecting it out as we're fully home. Then we can access our multidimensional selves in all kinds of different, areas of consciousness and realities we have imagined. So it's not happening from outside of us. It's you really accessing this from within. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. So anyway, so basically discernment is very much called for. Anyone who's feeding AI timelines, anyone being left behind, playing out some distortions, like disasters happening, collapse it right now, right here. What is time? What is consciousness? It's thought forms, belief systems. If you take time out of it, we're all ascending as one. So it might seem we are up here and they're down there, some others. We're all ascending as one because we're all one consciousness. We are the pyramid as one. And then we become a circle, which is happening. All right. And just those who are not real are exiting the game and who have lost all connection to soul, so to say. And everybody else is being healed along as one, in however that's already playing out. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. So again, the Goddess Bridget is also in, I just wanted to share it because it fits in, because what's very much connected to the Arthurian timelines and St. Bridget's Day, it's about, and kind of what we're accessing now. So we have a lot of Avalonian energies and memories arising, which is also connected to the rainbow rounds really running. It's really, again, the return of the true, what does it mean to be a divine masculine or feminine embodied within this androgynous blueprint. So really redefining all of this. And this is what's being really triggered right now. And again, I find the whole comet with the Emerald Order return, as I see this connected with the Law of One, which is the Holy Trinity within us, reborn or rebirthing our Christ itself, the second coming of the Christ. This is what this ultimately is, which is completing our ascension. And this doesn't look as you might think it does. You could wake up, or the dream scene could change any moment now, which it will, which it is. And nothing needs to ultimately happen. Nothing at all. It's like you're just awakening from a dream, like you do every day. Happening outside of us. Like, as in, ultimately, again, this is divine frequency alignment. It's not about luck. It's us just aligning with our true self, doing the hard work as one. And everybody's showing us what still needs to be corrected. So everybody is playing a role. But everyone is also just a projection of your consciousness. So also the goddess Bridget, she appears in Irish mythology as a member of the Tuatha De Danann, the daughter of the Dagda and wife of Bres, with whom she had a son named Ruadan. Now, I probably don't pronounce this correctly. You can find this on Wikipedia and online on Google. So basically, it's connected symbiotically with Imbolc. So today is Imbolc in the Gaelic tradition, and it marks the beginning of spring, also for the Christians. And also it's halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So again, I see this all more symbolic, the energies that are streaming in, and more about the triple goddess igniting the Holy Trinity within us all, because again, she's all at one with the divine triple solar masculine and the divine child. Again, that's the Holy Trinity, us rebirthing as one. So let's do this. Let me just check if anything I wanted to see. So this is very much connected to the Irish landmass. And the codes that are also here, I've seen for a long time, 22, 50 55, 50 feet. What's that? The Fae and the elves and the fairies. So basically, it's our magical self igniting. These are also the Hyperborean race. The Hyperborean race, which is kind of the first race, the first embodiment. So first we came, it's kind of our dragon aspects, which are carrying the sacred blueprints, instruction sets. It's kind of our first embodiment. And then we came down as fays and fairies and all of the magical folk. And then, sort of developed into humans. That's kind of more an evolutionary theory that I am seeing, in a sense, on a more consciousness level. Okay. Rather than now going into the genetics of it. But you need to see that ultimately what the 12 tribes that we sometimes speak about are really about, or the, magic Grail queens and kings. Again, these are the tribes and star races that have seeded us. And especially the fays and the fairies and also the mer people are very much connected also to the Andromedan galaxy, and the Milky Way and the Andromedan galaxy are very much, they're twin galaxies. And they used to be together, and through the cataclysmic events, they have been blown apart. And that's why I say, what we see in our star system, it's like, kind of the result of all these cataclysmic events we've been through. And we are very much returning the Christ, which is also connected to the, sacred geometries, which is AKA the consciousness that we're running through our fields, because the consciousness is what creates the sound and light fields, and then the sacred geometries, which are then turning into matter. And the re-encryption through the auroras, and with the help of a lot of the Christ-star families, such as the Aurora races and the Aquafae, Aquafarian, the Aquael, the Daughters of Christ, all these kind of different races connected also to the Andromedan galaxy are very much assisting us with the re-encryption, especially of our meta worlds, of our morphogenetic field. And again, these are consciousness fields and units that we are all part of, the same as all the galactics. So we cannot keep seeing, a lot of the information is out there very much of we are this and they are that, and all the separation fully needs to be transcended. And we're really unifying the shadow and light as within the oneness through that divine love, through the neutrality, through being the neutral observer, keep coming back whilst we're also feeling what we're feeling. But we're transcending the polarity, the distorted polarity consciousness. That's the only way out of the polar, which what has created this fucked up matrix. It was time for an F word. Because again, we need to remember we've created all of this. This is the only way out. And we are one, and we are the guardians, and we came to we're also the generational curse breakers. We are here to make it happen, as you know by now. All right. So it's not just happening to us, whilst it's also happening, and we totally surrender to divine will and source. But it's as you fully dissolve now the last bit of your separate ego self, you become one with divine will and embodied. And you're always cared, you're always supported, you always know what to do in every now moment. And it's not that you can't plan anything, it's just that until you know exactly what you should be doing, and maybe something you'll be doing, and then the next moment you just need to let it go. That's the thing with impermanence. We don't hold on, we don't attach, we're connected to everything, we are at one with everything, and nothing lies outside of us. Only then do we know that everything is projected out from inside of us. Because the last thing I will say before we take a tiny break and then do the activation is that if any survival fears are coming up right now, it's very much because the lower chakras have fully been cleared out of, I connect them to the lower realities as well. And especially the root, as I spoke about before, the 8 original fetal cells that I held there, and obviously our Kundalini now fully rising, or the Kira Shah, the extended God source currents that are running through us now unhindered, and are clearing out any remaining, blocks and distortions from our field. But this is also triggering then fully clearing out any remaining survival fears. So anything that, thought forms, belief systems from the old matrix program that has been based on survival and luck. Lacking, we don't have enough. So basically it has to come up and out, know it for what it is. In order to collapse timelines, you just need to kind of face it and just know you always carry it. Like just a little example. When I broke up with my ex-partner, like the father of my daughter, I at one point basically just left the home, and not just left, but basically I didn't have an income, and I had like 70 euros in my pocket, and one night, basically to sleep on a sofa of a friend, which was very small, and I couldn't sleep at all. And after that, though, I was carried from one now moment to the next. And here I still am, ultimately. But because I believed I would always be carried, I listened to my higher guidance. I didn't just do nothing. I basically started sharing my journey, and people started supporting me. And it has carried me so far, And that's also how we, as we trust and really surrender everything, our false ego self, which is also our attachment to things, people, places, all of that, transcend the false ego, the false Maya of the mind, this false matrix was based upon. You kind of need to let it all go in order to get more that we can ever wish for now coming true. You get me? So it's both end. But this is the test and initiations. This is the spiritual journey, the path where you're literally just being slapped around the face with any kind of attachments you ever had. Just kind of let go until you do. And until you fully transcended all of this. And then we kind of get everything we've ever wished for. And it's literally here right now. I believe many of us can feel it. And it's all got to do with the fully opening of our sacred crystal hearts, because that's our abundance. It's self-love. Once you fully love yourself as you are, perfectly imperfect, constantly growing, expanding, sometimes contracting, it's all good. And also accept other people for who they are. We're all good here. But we also speak our truth and when something is off. Because, again, boundaries, we need to learn how to, have them in place. Because that's you having your sovereign energy field. Because again, it doesn't just happen to us, the blocks are all removed now. No, we are making it happen by us removing the blocks in our everyday life, so to say, and anything that's, disempowering to us. And it's a process. So just, forgive your old self. Let's move fully on. Quantum leap, because it's really quantum. Okay. You can quantum heal. Quantum healing, it's a whole thing again. So we're quantum merging, jumping with the already ascended version of ourselves, already fully healed, already right now. Anything is changing right now. And we're living the life of our biggest dreams. And we surrender because God has a much bigger plan for us than we could ever have, which is all of us around us. So we're surrendering to ourselves. All right. And as we know ourselves as source. And then we know there's nothing to be afraid of. And we always be carried. And we didn't come so far to now go back into some old Matrix program and keep playing the game, So that's what I think. Anyway. But again, listen to your own inner guidance above anything else. Always be your own highest authority. That's you being a sovereign self. It's the key. All right. So you can take advice or inspiration from others, but you still need to know your biggest truth at all times. So just remember, you're dissolving the fear matrix as you remember it's not real. It's a projection of the wrong consciousness. And as we're withdrawing our belief of it being real, it becomes unreal, and you withdrawing your attention, and then it can fully collapse, which is now. We're fully finished with the fake movie, the fake everything, which is ultimately us not fully speaking our truth. And it's every now moment and being true to yourself as well. And we definitely, I think we can all feel it. The full breakthrough is here. We have no more fear speaking our truth in any now moment, no matter what anyone thinks, whatever the consequences, whatever the backlash. And also you will notice as you have no more fear speaking the truth, there's actually no backlash coming back anymore. Because your field is just not accepting it. The same as any judgments that just go off your field and go right back to the recipient, the sender. Which is all the same, really, in a way. And also not, again, everybody has their own mind. We are our own savior, as well as we are all one. That's what we're integrating, okay? So everybody gets the gift of self-responsibility, as well as whatever we're doing, we're also doing for everyone else, but it's still their decision to pick up on this and to integrate and to want to face their true self, which is all kinds of things, the shadow and the light, not just the good stuff. All right, we're everything. And then as we alchemize it, all the stuff that's holding us back and down and limited drops away naturally, quite frankly, as you just love it all up whilst also looking at it. It's both. To just know if you're faced with survival fears, what you can do is you can collapse the timeline as you go into meditation, a clear mind, and just go into kind of a dream mode of imagining that you're living out your worst fears. Yeah. And you need to feel the fear because it's basically a memory, some cellular memory that just wants to release. That's from another timeline ultimately. So a soul theme that you're here to fully heal, because we're going back to the start where the invaders came in. And as we're fully at home, believe me, this is all resolving itself, and we're all having a home, and we're all provided for, and the abundance is right here, right now. So as you're fully sitting in that kind of, the worst case scenario, worst fears coming true, you just feel it, because ultimately everything is imagination, and if you don't want to experience it in your real life, sit with it in imagination, dream, meditation time, feel it all until you feel it fully purged, even if you might need 2 or 3 sessions of this, okay? And then when you feel finished, really finished, of having no more fear, because it could be literally like you ending up, let's say, worst case scenario, on the street tomorrow. If you're in the right frame of mind, you will either be told what to do, where to be, where to go, what to, whatever to do. Or you could literally just in the right, frequency, sit in the middle of the street, and somebody might come literally up to you and ask you if you need a home for tonight. That's you creating your own reality. You're no longer afraid of nothing. Because the whole homelessness thing has been a big, kind of theme in my life. And it's been like even just moving around all my life, like not feeling you have a home. And this is the whole invasion theme that we're fully healing right now. So that's the survival fear. That's the whole root chakra type, themes. And it's us having been like, kind of evicted from our own homeland, from our own, you know what I mean? What we all should have a right to abundance. We all have a right to abundance. That's what we are reclaiming here by shifting our belief systems from Only on a prison planet would you need to work for a right to live. Work for a living. Who owns everything anyway? You get me? It takes a shift in consciousness from us all no longer accepting the status quo at a consciousness level. Usu aina ka aisa eshu shushu ka aina karata. Because a lot of what I've been doing is like going through past all the programming and keep, listening to what I'm being here to do, anchoring these new blueprints and templates, no matter how hard it is, by not doing things for the sake of money. This can't be your driving factor. So basically pretending it doesn't exist and just always, following my guidance, and I know I'm always supported. At this point, if what I share and the activation data is of support to you, please, I very much appreciate donations as a form of energy exchange. The details are below in the description box. Yeah. And thank you so much again for everyone who has and does, because it is what allows me to do this. So, but we're fully reclaiming the abundance from within right now, and it's beyond, money as I see it, and I've said this before. So we're not focusing on rescue packages as such. We're thinking just manifesting out of thin air. We're thinking or merging, quantum aligning with our already ascended self, a new earth right here, right now, where you literally just, whatever you ultimately need, your basic needs are provided for, and anything else will be very easy, for us to access as we apply ourselves, because we all need to obviously play a role and have responsibilities, but again, as you fully activate your gifts and abilities, you are literally manifesting out of thin air, and we're already always doing it, in a way, but you just need to go beyond the belief system of that you need to earn a right to live, that money doesn't grow on trees, that there are just certain ways you can receive the abundance you seek. And it's, again, beyond the money as I see it. All right. So we have to change the way we think, feel, believe, do things, the actions we take in order to get different results. So we need to shift. This is a paradigm shift in consciousness. So we need to shift the way we look at things in order for the realities to shift for and through us. So it's basically all about us as we're fully reclaiming our sovereign energy field, fully at home within ourselves, no longer, bulletproof. The attacks and all of the interference can't get through anymore. Believe me, we are now fully reclaiming our home. We are fully moving out the invaders. We are fully dissolving all of these fallen timelines where the invaders come in and take our land and whatever else, because there's enough to go around for everyone, but that's not the way to do it. Just taking without asking and raping and oppressing and all of that. So as we no longer allow this in our own realities, I'm telling you, this is fully healing the timelines now. Also, again, with the divine union, Holy Trinity activations, as we're fully at home within. 11:11. So this done. Usu Aisha ke enatera se sushu ye anaye ukanatea. It's done. Right here, right now, quantum leap emerging with this already here. A nice little quote. We hallucinate all the time. When we agree about our hallucinations, we call that reality. So let's hallucinate something else, project a whole new reality that's awakening and being remembered from within. So all we have to really do is relax, surrender to divine will, the source within, transcend any remaining triggers, and feelings of separation that will get us to oneness and unity consciousness. And that's through polarity integration. And everybody's helping us with that. And it's done. So we're just going to finish that here with a beautiful activation, because this will also include everything we've been speaking about. Okay, it's the holy unity and trinity within, rebirthing through us all right now, right here. And we're awakening from the dream as if none of this has ever happened. However that's going to come about, we fully let go of any expectations. We fully let go and transcend any time, space, gravity, any, just fully trusting the divine, which is when you know yourself, you are the divine, so you're trusting yourself. So there's nothing to worry about. It's logic. But it's really us unifying the heart and the mind, obviously, yeah, as one. Because yes, all you need is love, but you also need clarity of vision and the coherence between the heart and the mind, which is what we're here for. And thank you all so much for everything you're doing, everything you're being, keeping going, okay? And just keep going, because it's here now. Don't give up just before all the magic happens. And I can't see that happening. So we're all good, yeah, basically. So just give me literally 2 minutes. Get your headphones for the activation. And yeah, we do an activation. Thanks. Thanks for waiting. Done. Yeah, it's just sometimes good to listen by earphones. So I'm recording this separately. I'm going to leave a download link, MP3 later on below, and upload it to the SoundCloud. It's just sometimes better to get the sound. And again, you pick up whatever you're picking up for and ready for. Drink plenty of water afterwards. Allow this to integrate. I really feel this is going to light up our fields, our light bodies and the grids in a really beautiful way. We're not attaching to any outcome, but, we keep making the magic happen as we like doing that. Yeah, not trusting people. I know what you mean. It's like really heartbreaking right now. And like, we feel like, as the truth is being revealed, a lot of the, it's not nice, especially because, again, it hits home. You can just see it as soul learning. And you're not, again, we are letting go now of our last ego that takes this personally. You need to understand we've also been attacked and all of these things throughout many lifetimes because of who we are, the keys and codes we carry, We're here to make Ascension happen. And those people who are, kind of NPCs or plugged into the old matrix, so, they kind of work as portals often. But if you just see it as kind of tests and go beyond the personal, and just see it kind of as a movie playing out, and, you just see it consciousness to consciousness. You're always talking to the one in a way. And you just transcend all of that separation. That's kind of how it dissolves as we no longer get triggered. And as we really get to know ourselves, we know what we can trust, and we can see and read every situation clearly. That's the crystal clear vision, where no matter what anyone says, we always know what's really true. We can feel truth. You need to feel truth, really, truly. And it's such a big theme, because that's how we, see through the illusions. We see the false light for what it is, because they mimic, and they copy. Same as the clones and all what we see out there. It's all a copy, It's what AI is about. It's a copy of the organic, and it's not real. And when you need to sense you need to be able to distinguish between organic and inorganic, so to say, or the artificialness of an environment or what you're watching, and if something is real and natural, organic, if that makes sense. So let's just do this. So let go. Yeah, a thing I came across as saying is, you're too blessed to be stressed. All right. So remember your blessings. All of our generational blessings come now. We have a lot of support. Okay. Trust it, surrender, let go of any need to control. Mastery is different. This is about mastery, not control. All right. And that's us fully embodying what we want to see in the world of more, being the change, which we know this is ultimately all about. And that's how we change our realities. Because as we shift on a deep, profound level, and sometimes it feels like forever, and we keep going back to the same themes, but because it's going to the core. And then one moment to the next, it all just changes and shifts again. The true, real shift and changes happen very much in a now moment. And it's a shift in consciousness, not time, that makes it happen. All frequency alignment. So let's do this. So just take a moment to center yourself. Fully present in the here and now, fully anchored in your body. Feeling safe. Feeling fully at home. Within your sacred crystal heart, within your body. Uskushkushkure. Asasatane. Keana dea dea dea. Sura shena dea dea dea. Kere. Kena sea ye. Ku ne na ne ane. Ke te 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 re na te aye. Ku e ana se aye ke ane shukuku una te ra se na tayo. Musuna te na ya la 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 suku shkura. Ke na se te 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 ate. Letting go of any stress, any worries, any thoughts, fully anchored in the 0 point field of no time. Anchored fully in your heart, fully present. Connecting to the crystalline heart center. Crystalline rose and lotus flower. To your emerald heart. Fully igniting, fully activating the spark within your high heart. Your cosmic and God seed atom. The source within, fully igniting, fully remembered. Asharaye Kanenarera Sunate Sekitanainate Se unanayane na se na te arasu kanate se na e na te unu sunu sunu tunu nu 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 nu. Releasing any density, any lower energies, frequencies fully. Letting go of any lower energies from your field. Back to source for re-encryption. Focus on a spark of light within your heart center. And with the next breath, you breathe in to the spark of light. And hold it there for a moment. And with the next breath out, you breathe it out into your whole energy field like a big bubble of diamond rainbow plasma light, iridescent, opalescent, fire water. Sense your whole field filled with this beautiful crystalline white light, helping you to purify, clear, dissolve any lower negative energies, frequencies, entities, vibrations, sound and light fields, tones, limiting, inverted, false thought forms and beliefs fully from your field now. Skushko aye ane su uttana te tataraye kana de te u su aina e ai se ke kunana sena te e su uskush so fully purifying, clearing, upgrading, activating your field to the highest divine blueprint available in this now moment, unique for each. Sku aye aina te esuna te aye kare na te ruku na te aye. Fully healing any openings, any rips, any weaknesses within our auric field, fully healing our morphogenetic field, fully activating and igniting our true divine blueprints, plus upgrades, our Chrysosophia, Albion, Lightbody, within and within the planet. Sku aina te e shana te ai e su you ne ai ne na ai karata na ai Elijah hutu na ai kai na ai hutu na shina te ai que so na ai na te ai e karu ura ina e ura sukute anake ai ka aina sekera yake kushuna ye na seru yura e na kero suna ye na ye aye sune kara yake ke tukuna te ate se ai yake rushuna aira te ake Su, shu, sa, ka aina kera se kenat. Feeling fully at home, fully safe within your body, within your morphogenetic field. Ko aira ta ta ta. Now, with the next breath, you focus on a Merkaba, 6-pointed star within your third eye center, diamond, platinum, white, crystalline Merkaba in your third eye. And with the next breath, you breathe this down into your heart center. And you hold it there for a moment. And with the next breath, you breathe this down your central column into the core of the earth. Until you feel it has arrived. Otherwise, take another breath. Connect with the crystalline core of earth throughout the dimensional layers and levels. Tara, Gaia, Aramantina, Ascension Earth. And with the next breath, you breathe up a spark of that light to about 30 centimeters beneath your feet, whilst the Merkaba stays in the core of the earth. And then you breathe this out into a big platform underneath your feet. Crystalline diamond white light. And with the next breath, you breathe this up as a big column all around your field. Big round column of light. However big you want to make this. And you breathe this up throughout the stargates, connecting to the sun, central sun, great central sun, galactic center, heart of Andromeda, aurora host, Ascension Earth, Aramantina, fully activating our diamond outer self, fully igniting our crystalline atom composition of 13 protons, 12 electrons, 13 neutrons, the divine template of the 144 plus 3 is 1. Skushwana ita yanete sishishuku anata. The divine template and blueprints of the 144 thousands individual archetypes of the Godhead, fully reset, fully upgraded to the highest divine blueprint within the one diamond avatar, fully igniting now. Kushka aire sa aina te 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 aina ke aie kunana se aie aie su 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 su. Fully igniting the Christ star Merkaba vehicle. Ushunate aina ke su 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 aire ne kana aie ke ai no 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 su 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 tuta sakara. Rechten further up to mother's womb, fully igniting the highest divine blueprint of our dark matter body, the Russia body. Uso aina kera esuna tatara te esunate. Merging matter and antimatter within cosmic suns, masculine and feminine, fully igniting the Holy Trinity within. Shukura enakera se enake enata ayaraka aeroroshu aena se esatatarai. Sushunate. Connecting further up to the Godhead, heart and mind of God. Oneness. Fully dissolving into all that is, all that ever was, and all that ever will be. Shuk aenake aera. Unesai. sunate nate nate sukinate sushunate ko sa tayanake kasayana tetayana yenakera suta shanaya. Fully dissolving any remaining illusions, delusions, false perceptions and projections, fear-based limiting thought forms and beliefs within the one consciousness, timelessly so, right now, right here. Kushunase e hanayana keatea. Sunatea e ayenakara kuenaya. And with the next breath, you breathe down a column of crystalline, white, diamond, platinum, golden light, all down throughout the stargates, through the God worlds, into all around you, into the crystalline core, into deep space, and then all around you. Skushkaire haru saka aika ashu sku aina tera sekena tera se shu ukunate aina kera esunate na kera te natara sukunate. Purifying, clearing all layers, levels, dimensional expressions and realities, realms, universes, the whole cosmos, for time and space, of any lower energies, entities, frequencies, vibrations, thoughts, belief systems, fully now. Sku aisha ra te se ena te na sutunate. Fully dissolving the false ego, sushutanateate ena sadate. Any inversions within the consciousness, lower codings, reversals, miasma, any remaining karmic load and density, fully now. Skushkunate teru, haye. Sunate enakera esanatea natena sunatara ushkuna etanatea nekera. Any judgments, opinions, anything and everything that's keeping us separate, any remaining walls, defense mechanisms, nervousness, trauma, pain, sadness, grief, guilt, shame, blame, false pride, unforgiveness, fully now. Shukura eke ene sanatara yunasea. Yunasaya dea eleshanatea eku unatara satanata. As we fully remember the one true self, fully igniting the one true diamond avatar, our own unique self, own unique divine blueprints, as well as that of the cosmic heart mind, the one true self, fully healing the cosmic monad, fully healing our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, fully unifying all as one, fully ascending, fully healing as one. Sushukara inaseteteru unesunayate kerenateru uya kukurushkarai iskeshishishi. Feel your field becoming brighter and brighter, lighter and lighter. See your field as one with the whole cosmos. No more division, no more separation. At one with all that is, fully dissolving into the oneness, into the nothingness that all is. Fully merging with your eternal, already ascended, diamond avatar self, your God source self, as one with all of creation. Sushanatera senatea ya 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 hey na sa 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 ashatatata. Na tu skunatea. Find your diamond avatar self within the crystalline core of the earth, connecting throughout the grids, the dragon grids, fully igniting, lighting up all of the grid systems, the 13-dimensional diamond grid of New Earth, Q-sites, stargates, arc-sites, Trinity gates, organic ascension gateways, vortices, power points, ancient sites, ancient solar temples, pyramids, crystal pyramids, waters, aquifers, crystal beds, crystal caverns, crystal caves, the crystal cathedral network, the new crystalline technologies, within and without, throughout our own crystalline structures and that within the planet, and cosmically so, throughout our cellular memories, as our carbon atoms turn crystalline, our blood, our bones, our fascia, our skin. Usunarena kera ya 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 yo shu ka aisana teta te ena ke aina susuna tera sukuna aera ena senate ena ke ayu kusana te shu. Igniting the sundisk network, interdimensional stargate systems, unifying, merging, weaving, dimensional layers, realms, levels, universes, all as one, all timelines and realities fully collapsing into the 0 point field of this timeless now. Fully activating our diamond Ankh body, full 360-degree multidimensional access in no time whatsoever. The cosmic quantum tree of life, the divine blueprint of the 144 plus 3 as 1, activating our multidimensional rainbow crystalline plasma DNA and a quantum codes now. Highest divine blueprints plus upgrades fully ignite throughout the layers and levels, throughout all of life everywhere. Nena sinu yunate ayaye. Nena yena ki ayaye. Tu nusunana yena ki ayaye. Tere sunate ayaye. E nukunate ayaye. Sukura eshanate ayaye. Kukuna eate ayaye. Fully letting go of all that was. All the false history records, false memories, false pictures of realities, any holographic overlays, inserts, implants. All its false, inorganic, artificial, fully releases, dissolves within our field, remembering that we are the master of this dream, the master of our realities, co-creating as one with Source. As we fully unify and surrender to the divine will and plan and source that dwells within our crystalline diamond heart. We always carry it, always support it, and never alone. Fully unified with our cosmic family, our soul tribes, soul groups, soul family, divine counterparts, timelessly now. Finally home. Sushunaye nakeaye. Nisane aye. Kura aye nakeaye. Su oshunate aye. Kun nea. Sukura eshanate e kura aye. Ku okura aye. Su. Connecting to the dragon node points, dragon grids. Connecting to the Michael and Mary lines, the Atlantean, Lemurian grids, St. Michael line, Platinum, Diamond Grid Network, fully igniting, fully overwriting any remaining distortions, clearing any remaining black goo, graphene, artificial intelligence, materials, systems, overlays, architecture, all and anything fully dissolves now, along with the memories of the false artificial matrix fully dissolving now. Sku era eke aina asu ku ushkana ke kera sku skuna tera sena ke ena kera su ushuna tera sa aira sena era akara se esku ukura ekena tara uaina kero su ushka aina tere suna tera nina kera te ena kara ushuna te. Fully retrieving, unifying, merging with our multidimensional selves, our soul, oversoul, avatar, rishi, one pure true God source consciousness, fully unified, fully healed, fully purified as one, fully here, fully now, fully embodied. Una kera sa aena ke ae e sunate enake. Fully retrieving, fully igniting all of our quantum keys and codes, party car, party key, party kung, all of our multidimensional selves, soul pieces, soul fragments, soul aspects, all of our multidimensional selves. Fully unified, activated, aligned, embodied. The second coming of the Christ, fully anchored, ignited throughout the collective, the new cosmic God source consciousness, igniting the cosmic heart, the spark that lives within us all, within our high heart, fully now, fully opening up to the divine love that we are. Usunatera se unu aina ke ai. No suna ina ke ai no ye aya e tu kutura ikana sunu shuna ne e tu aye tase Suyana ke e rananate e sunaye ai tekurayane e tukuraye e aena koya e ashu mara la sukuraye ne sinanayane nae tore ya nae kunatare nanasinaye Ushunanakeaye. Heu. Hare. Natu. Ashakara. Na yemananiasi. Ninanakeaye. Ote nate rusu nai nai nai. Fully merging, fully igniting, fully remembering our true authentic self, our own true unique blueprint and templates fully igniting within our DNA and a quantum codes, fully igniting the new organic creatrix field from within us, projected out into our realities, fully dissolving any remaining veils, overlays, artificialness, all that's false, fully now. Sukura inakeaye, are nakarase nateaye. Fully remembering our divine purpose and mission, fully remembering who we truly are and the one true diamond avatar self, fully igniting our Christa, Saphira, diamond rainbow plasma light body and Merkaba vehicle, fully igniting highest divine blueprints, sacred geometries, spinning at a perfect frequency, velocity. Usuna she etara ena kera etuna tera esana atara tara tatara tatara rata aisa aisha 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 aina ke etana te ekuna te eshana ta ai. Fully igniting our Merkaba light body within the planet, within our fields, fully igniting our gifts and abilities to our highest potential. Clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, levitation, bilocation, multiple location, manifestation, healing, telekinesis, psychic gifts and abilities, all extrasensory gifts and abilities, usunate, esanate, all of our wisdom and ancient gnosis, all of our inner knowing, our true history records, true memories, the real truth that is everlasting and that cannot be questioned, that arises from within us, from within our hearts, our minds, the crystalline caverns within the networks of the earth and within our bodies, our cellular memories, fully igniting now. All that is true, our new Eden and new Ascension Earth, right now, right here. Susha aira aina aisku aira ekina ra asu ushumane na 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 kasayana tera sekina shakuri era fully reclaiming all of our body parts, all of our memories, all of our consciousness. Su aina ke ena kara akana su sunate. So it is done. Esara akara ekena kekena eana sukunate. Fully igniting the planetary brain, neuroplasticity, igniting the new neural pathways that are responsible for our awakening, fully igniting crystalline caverns, the crystal palace activations within our mind, the Amrita, ushunate, enate, esunate, igniting the Christ within, the Holy Sophia, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Grail, eternal life source currents, butterfly patterns, crystal lotus configurations, sacred geometries throughout all life forms, throughout the elementals, the kingdoms, cosmically so. Shu 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 ye era enu. Nesu ainake era enake enasa kunatera se enake. Fully igniting the magic within and without. Our inner dragon aspects, unicorns, mer people, lion people, agathans, ancient ones, dream walkers, dream keepers, dream weavers. Our galactic aspects, Andromedans, Sirians, Palladians, Venusians, Alpha Centaurians, Lyrans, all of our interdimensional aspects, Mother, Father, God, Aquafarian, Aquafae, Aquael, Blue Feather Shield, Christar and Aurora families, all of our multidimensional selves, angelic selves, the true ascended masters and guardian selves, fully united, fully healed, fully unified as one God source self, one heart, mind, body and soul, the one cosmic monad remembering itself, what is really real, returning, divine justice, freedom, abundance, prosperity, eternal life, peace, harmony and balance to all. As we fully ignite the Holy Trinity within, the Divine Father, Divine Mother, Divine Child, fully reborn, so our Christ itself. Sushunatera sinakeru sunatera inakea kea 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 ke. Fully realizing the God within and within one another. All remaining illusions and delusions, false projections, fully dissolve now. Kaska aikara ekinake. Along with our false ego self, artificial overlays, and artificial false matrix simulation and realities. Kukuna etana esana tekana ekina etana esuna te enakera tetena tetena etana ekana te. So as it was written, so it is done. So as it was written, so it is done. So as it was written, so it is done. For so it is. Ukura ekena kekena te ke e su shu 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 asanata. Kayanakya. Fully come back into your body, into the here and now, fully anchored, calling all of yourself back to you, into fully healed morphogenetic field, your auric field, fully healed, fully sealed, fully sovereign, bulletproof, lighting up, ever brighter, ever lighter, fully igniting our crystalline structures, memories, our crystalline avatar self fully now. Sku ainate, esanateate, fully embodied, fully safe, fully at home, right here, right now. So it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. Allowed us to integrate, drink water, let's have fun. Again, whatever arises, allow it to happen. Again, if it does support you, donations are very much welcome. The details are below in the description box. Well, not at the moment, actually, I think. I need to add them. But in my other videos there are. So anyway, thank you so much for taking part, sharing the keys and codes within the field, and keep aligning and merging and igniting. You're already ascended diamond outer self, already fully healed. This is your right, okay? Your abundance, your best life and dreams already fulfilled. Quantum merge and leap with that right now, right here. For it is already done. right now. So much love, so many blessings. I love you. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Thank you. Namaste.